If you clicked on this video, you were probably a male or a guy or just the opposite of like girl and female, and yeah.
She want a sweet tonight.
Anyways bro, I'm gonna be talking about the things every guy has done. The chances of you doing the things I list in this video is gonna be close to 100%, hopefully, or else I'm just weird bro. One thing that I 100% believe every guy has done is adjusting your meat through your pants. Throughout the day while doing the various tasks that we need to do, we need to make sure that our body is comfortable. And one way we can increase comfortability is by readjusting your meat at the right angle and right position, so it doesn't get in the way and feel weird. The most common method of meat manipulation is the pocket technique. The pocket technique is a go-to if you're walking or sitting down in public. It pretty much consists of reaching into your pocket and making it seem like and acting like you're reaching to get your wallet, AirPods, Galaxy Gas. But in reality, you're just pulling your underwear or boxers to get your meat in a more comfortable position. But if you're not in public and you're at home, bro, anything goes. You can take off your pants, your boxers, and adjust your meat to your heart's desire. This particular behavior got me thinking. Guys with large meats on soft would not be able to relate because they would have to grab it, pull it out like a rope, and lay it back down. Staying on the topic of adjusting meat, where do you guys put your meat when you're taking a, when you're taking a fucking shit?
Sweet tonight.
Personally, I just adjust it and hold it with my hand so it doesn't touch the seat, because your meat touching the seat is low-key one of the worst feelings. Like especially if you're using a public restroom at a gas station or at school. If your tip touches the seat, you might get some type of disease bro, because who knows what type of people have sat down on that exact toilet seat and touched the seat with their tip. This is why I always take my shits at home bro, unless it's an absolute emergency. The second thing I feel like every guy has done is checking how far you can pee. Before I get into this one, I'm so grateful that as a guy, we don't need to sit down when we need to pee, because that takes too much time and also your ass needs to touch the seat. All we need to do is just whip it out bro, just whip it out, you feel me? And when we whip it out, we gotta make sure we're a good distance away from the toilet so we don't overshoot or undershoot our piss trajectory mechanism. But after getting our peeing mechanisms down and mastering how to piss properly, it can get repetitive and boring. So one day, we might start feeling like Steph Curry and start pissing from several feet away from the toilet. The first time I did this, it was mad satisfying, I can't lie. I didn't get a single drop of piss on the seat. Peeing from distance is really an art form when you think about it, because when you initially whip it out, you gotta stand kinda close to the toilet so that when you start your stream, none of it gets on the floor. But as the stream starts getting stronger, you gotta walk back at the right speed so that your stream maintains the same trajectory. And as your stream starts getting weaker, you gotta walk back towards the toilet kinda quick. And yeah, that's how we do it bro, type shit.
If she don't huck to her, I don't talk to her.
Staying on the topic of pee streams, don't you just hate it when you start peeing and you start pissing in 3 different directions? Bro, sometimes, especially in the morning, when I start peeing, it would split into 2 streams, and one of the streams would be hitting the rim, and the other stream would be like towards the floor, bro, deadass. And I have to end up wiping the rim of the toilet and the floor, bro. And I need to spray and scrub the floor as well, bro, because I gotta keep it clean at all times. One of my pet peeves is when people get some of their piss on the rim of the seat, and they don't wipe that shit down when they're finished. I just feel like it's common courtesy to wipe down the rim after you've made a mess on it. I think that's even worse is when they leave the toilet seat down, start peeing, get piss all over the toilet seat, and not wiping it down, bro. Like, this shit is crazy as fuck. Low-key, another thing I feel like a lot of guys have done is try peeing sitting down, just as an experiment. Apparently, it's healthier to pee sitting down, but bro, unless I'm at home, my ass is not touching the seat. This next one is shadow boxing in a room or shadow boxing with friends after watching a boxing or UFC match. Do you ever get so hyped up during a boxing match or just watching boxing or UFC highlights and you end up practicing kicks and shadow boxing at random moments throughout the day? Like, I could be microwaving a plate of food and while waiting for it to finish, I would be practicing all sorts of crazy combos that I know for a fact I would never be able to pull off in a real fight. Like, if I started getting pressed by a guy with a Mark Henry type build, Shaquille O'Neal type build, any Samoan, a Duke Dennis type build. Oh wait, hold up. Nah, low key. If Duke Dennis started pressing me, I might have to. I might.
Like, I would bag Duke. There's no way that nigga wouldn't want my light skin ass. He's pulling on my braids, all that. That nigga fantasizing about me, chat.
No.
This next thing I feel like every guy has done is something a lot of us will not admit due to shame, guilt, and being sus. Be honest with me, bro. All of us have tried sucking our own. Yeah, bro, be honest. All of us have done it. You gotta be a different type of flexible to actually do it, bro. Because I don't know a single person that ended up being successful in doing it. Imagine being so down bad that you started grinding out stretching and flexibility exercises every day for several months just so you can get some, bro. That low-key sounds like a plan for me.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
This next one is trying to stand up while being bricked. We all know that one situation where you're in class and you need to go up to the front to do a presentation, or you need to do anything that involves standing up and you're just bricked out of your mind, bro, to the point where it hurts. Sometimes I would be sitting in class bored as hell and I would get some flashbacks. If you know what type of flashbacks I'm talking about, bro, if you know, you know. So anyways, I would get these particular type of flashbacks and I would be super duper bricked up, bro. My strategy in order to go from brick back to soft as fast as possible is to just think of anything sus, like that one meme of the two black guys kissing, or just to solve a random maths equation in my head, depending on how bricked I am. I might start solving some crazy ass math questions like 23 times 3 and 14 times 30. I'ma turn into Albert Einstein if I have to, bro, because there's no way I'm standing up while I'm super bricked, especially if the Huzz are watching or some fine shits are watching. The next thing on the list is scratching your own balls and sniffing them. Me personally, I haven't scratched and sniffed my own balls since I was like 9 years old, but because I've seen so many memes and TikToks about scratching your own balls and smelling them after, I have to include it in this video. One thing that I actually used to do a lot but not anymore is to scratch the inside of my belly button and then smell it after. Like, to be honest, bro, it's not a good smell whatsoever, but it just hits different for some reason. I don't know. I'm assuming that's the way for when you scratch and sniff your balls. I searched up on Google on why we tend to scratch and sniff our balls, and apparently it's to check if we are healthy or not. Like, we're supposed to know based on the smell of our balls if our body is in tip-top shape or if we're gonna pass away in a couple of days. At the end of the day, bro, if you scratch your balls and just right after, I feel like it's completely fine, just as long as you wash your hands. Because I know that there's some people out there that would scratch their balls, sniff them, and maybe even stick their whole hand up their ass, and then right after start dapping up everyone they know without washing their hands. So like, yeah, be careful, wash your hands, and yeah, stay clean, bro. The last thing I feel like 100% of guys have done is to try beat it during class. Come on, bro, be honest. We have all been there before. One time when I was like 11, 12 years old, we had the substitute teacher for history, and bro, she was so bad. She was Latina as well, from El Salvador, I think. She was so fine. I'm getting bricked up thinking about it right now. So anyways, I had this fine substitute teacher for history, and just like any normal guy would do in this situation, I started beating it. I don't know if it's just me, but personally, I like having a plastic water bottle on me everywhere I go during school time, so that way when I beat it, I have somewhere where I can dispose my juice, you feel me, type shit. And after like 15 minutes of beating it, actually looking back, it low-key took me way too long, bro. I could have gotten caught, but yeah, after 15 minutes of going crazy underneath the desk, I finally finished and it felt amazing, bro, no cap. And after I finished the inside of the water bottle, I swished around the juices inside and I started drinking that shit.
Sweet tonight.
If you couldn't tell, this whole story I just told is straight cap, and I would never ever beat it in class or just beat it anywhere in school or public, bro. People that actually do it are sick in the head, bro. Like, school is 8 hours long and some people can't even wait that long before needing to bus. This is so crazy, bro. I know a few people that have done it in the school bathrooms and I just can't understand it. You have to be a different level of down bad to beat it in school.
Cat, baby, a run, baby, so shine on a sweet.